man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, let's talk some boxing. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And we're going to talk about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones' rumored pay-per-view numbers. And also going to get into, sound like Wilder and Fury 3 might be on. But first, let's talk about Errol Spence and Danny Garcia press conference, which it was what it was. So hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Want to make a donation, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well. Best way to donate, share the video, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, and follow me at Goodfella Sports TV 2.0. Follow me at Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. And check us out on Sportscastr. The link's in the description. Click it, credit account, follow me there. Appreciate it, all right? Excuse me, but first, press conference was what it was. It was short, it was just them. I didn't see no undercard. They might go on tomorrow, which the undercard is atrocious. And I saw somebody but I didn't hear Errol Spence say this. I saw somebody say that Spence said he can beat Danny at 70%. So I don't know if he said that because I didn't hear it. But, he basically, people was talking about how big his knuckles was looking and shit. And he sounded confident. Sounded like Earl of old. He said it, ESPN, that he wanted to beat Danny worse than anybody else beat him before, and that's the goal. Danny Garcia, he don't look like he pale. He look like he got his color to him. The Birdman, Angel was talking a little bit. And pretty much what get Danny going is everybody calling him the underdog. When Danny the underdog, Danny is just dangerous. I've seen it over and over again. Kendall Holt, Amir Khan, you keep going on and on. Eric Morales, the first fight, so that's what kind of keep them going. Derek James addressed it and said they respect Danny Garcia 100% plus 10. And said that, they know what he capable of. They see what he done before. And that, Earl ready. They've been putting in work for months now. Danny Garcia been putting in work a little bit longer, I believe, like in February or March. I've been seeing those videos of him sparring big southpaws. Errol seemed confident, like the hat. Danny jacket, like the jacket. He seemed confident. Seemed like it's going to be a good fight. Not a fight that's going to wow you outside the ring. Derek James can't talk. Errol Spence really ain't really much to him. Danny ain't really much to him. It's just that they tuned down Angel a little bit. If Angel can be the Lucas Matisse press conference, Angel Garcia, then it'd be real turned up. That Angel Garcia was cutthroat, and humble after the fight though. What Angel used to do is get the fighters to open up and fight with anger. When they see Danny, they see Angel talking shit and shut him up. It's a little bit different. Then you're talking about basketball and football and trying to shut somebody up. And when you look at, Danny Garcia, once you give him an opportunity to stand there with him, you give him a clean target, Danny Garcia can hurt you. Eric Morales, Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse. Once you give him a target, when you start fighting with emotion in boxing, usually it don't go out well. You can play with emotions on your sleeve like Ray Lewis in football. You can play with emotions in basketball, but in boxing, emotions get you hurt. And, Angel ain't really got Earl to open up because they toned Angel down. But if Angel really can turn up the way he want to before everything got so politically correct, he'd probably have Errol Spence in front of Danny Garcia, and that'll get Danny Garcia the best to win. But, it sounds like they respect Danny Garcia. Derek James don't really get disrespect from press conferences. Earl talk a little jump, but, if you look at the press conference and the card, you wouldn't be attracted to this card as well. But one thing about it is, everybody want to see how Earl take that big punch. And historically, Earl don't take a lot of big punches. He ain't fought a lot of big punches. He got hit by Lartley. I think that's the biggest puncher he fought. Sean Porter can't really punch. Peterson wasn't much of a puncher. Also, Chris Algieri wasn't much of the puncher. But, real boxing fans know, and some of you weak casual fans as well, too, local dummy box community guys. And let me get this clear. I don't have a problem with everybody in the local dummy box community. All right? It's a lot of guys that it's cool. Y'all know who my problem with. And it didn't start with y'all little Oompa Loompa CeeLo Green leader. But y'all know who I got a problem with. And everybody want to talk and shit. Like, and then they don't even talk. They be telling lies. Like, shit, at least tell the truth. Oh, you hating on me? I ain't hating on. I ain't got no reason to hate. Shit, I ain't no hater, man. You know, I ain't Jeezy. I'm a hater like you, but my wrist big. But other than that, I got a problem with everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, you know, tell lies, but keep it moving. But I ain't got a problem. I got love for a lot of brothers over there, some sisters over there. But other than that, like I said, ain't shit gonna happen to me. Ain't nobody dumb, you know. But, you know, it'll be a good fight, you know. And everybody got mad because I took my stance on Earl. But the same person who gave me the intel is one of the guys who's sitting over there, you know, who trying to play both sides. But I ain't gonna say nobody's name. But come on, people know the truth. But then again, they scared to say the truth because they scared to get, you know, outcasted by some people. Like, shit. If you feel like you got to censor yourself, not for YouTube or not for your audience, you got to censor yourself from another dude on YouTube, like, get out of here, man. Like, speak your truth and be a man, you know? But other than that, man, I think it'd be a good fight. You know, Earl Spence is a great fighter. Danny Garcia's done great things. He's a great fighter at 40, but not so great at 140. Earl said he wasn't looking for a tune-up, but I know for a fact behind the scenes that he called Danny Garcia a tune-up when they tried to get him to take a tune-up. So we'll see. He can say he can have respect for Danny Garcia while he doing press conferences and stuff and that. But when a fight going, we'll see if he respect Danny Garcia. He said, I want to beat up Danny Garcia like nobody else beat him up before. And obviously he's not taking Garcia serious. So when they get in the ring with each other, you know, Earl don't take him serious. This is gonna be a tough fight. But I think Earl just hit and don't get hit and beat him up. I think the fight would be better than a press conference, and that's the way it should be. Or, you know, sometimes the press conference be here with the Floyd fights, and the fight be here. Now, if the press conference here, and the fight here, or here, or here, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you had Larry Holmes drop kicking, like, Trevor Burbick. Like, that was promo. Like, these dudes, like, and you can't blame them because you can't say the stuff Floyd said or drop kick somebody like Larry Holmes or punch somebody like Riddick Bowe at the press conference because everybody want to be a pussy nowadays. They want to sue you. They want to be politically correct. You know, it's just too politically correct. You know, you say, oh, you know, forget Puerto Ricans. You know, y'all cut easy. Then everybody say you're racist. And, you know, so it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And us black people, we a little bit touchy too because every time we say something, like Janoris Jenkins, when he got cut from the Giants, he said he called somebody retard on social media. And they said if you don't retire, he's going to cut you. Even though he in a better situation with the Saints. But damn, you can't call nobody retarded no more. You know what I'm saying? And then we always forced to apologize. And I always have a lot of respect for Janoris Jenkins for not apologizing. You know what I'm saying? But then Angel, he say all these questionable things. And he never asked to apologize. Now, if you don't ask us to apologize, I don't care if they apologize or not. That's just how I'm living. Like, that's why these dudes can't really be themselves. Excuse me. They can't be themselves and show their color because every time you say something, it hurts your brand. Every time you say something, that's a potential endorsement or commercial you lost. So I get it why, you know, they kind of tune Angel back. But then again, this is boxing. You know, they won't have the BBLC, whatever they got in the UK. Like, you can say what you want to say and don't get reprimanded. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, y'all know how touchy, you know, things is. But back in the day, wrestling used to be all cold. I seen Goldust with a blackface. I'm like, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But wasn't nobody bitching and complaining back then. But when tension high, when, you know, innocent black people getting killed, and then you got Hispanics at the border getting stopped, now things become a little bit touchy. But let's move on. All right, Deontay Wilder, apparently his team stopped legal proceedings, and they stopped mediation to get with Top Rank. He said Bob Arum taught, Pep Talk UK? I put it in the community tab. I think it's Pop Talk UK. Got a good channel. He had Anthony Joshua on there before, a few people. Basically, he had Bob Arum on there. And Bob Arum told him that he convinced or persuaded Deontay Wilder team to stop pursuing mediation. So basically what happened was it looked like they might fight for a third time. You know, Bob sitting there, you know, saying that Puev is not going to beat Anthony Joshua. There's levels to fight. Did you just say you just see Puev struggle with Jarrell Miller, Kansas leftovers? Like, get out of here. We know that. So basically what it looked like, he's trying to say, well, Anthony Joshua might lose to Puev and do a rematch, so we might not can. What is going on this here? Tyson Fury is in a sale. He needs a Joshua or a Wilder to sell. Let me just tell y'all what it is. They couldn't do his December 5th fight. Not because Wilder, they didn't have the money. So without Wilder, he can't even do a fight in Vegas. He doesn't have the cash. He's not a sale. No matter how clean in English and how white and how tall, he's not a sale. So in actuality, in reality, they can't do a card without a name. They paid him so much guaranteed money. They talking about paying Crawford $4.5 to fight Kell Brook. They paying this man $10, $12, $15 million per fight. You know, and think about it. Why is you running from Wilder when you have a 60-40 split for the third fight and you got 50-50 the first 2 times? So, you know, they have to do that fight. So basically, it sounds like they're going to do a third fight because, not because they want to, not because they love Wilder, they doing him a favor. They doing a third fight because financially, it's the only fight that makes sense that can get money, you know, on pay-per-view. But, you know, and basically he said that, basically in so many words, that Fury going to fight him again. And that Fury got to understand that Wilder was delusional and all the stuff he said, because Fury said he'd never fight Wilder for the things that he said. He said, you know, you got to understand that Wilder watched too much TV, and Donald Trump, all he do is tell lies, and that's where Wilder get it from. Watch that part. It's funny. It's only a 20-minute interview. He said, we going to forgive Wilder, and Wilder just watching Trump and watching too much TV, and that's why he basically is delusional. And like I said before, they had to do that fight. It wasn't because of legal ramification, financial ramifications. They had to do that fight because simply Tyson Fury is not a draw. He's not a draw at home. He's not a draw in Vegas. He ain't a draw without Joshua or a Deontay Wilder type of fighter. So as much as they wanted to push the Great White Hope, if he was so great, he can go out in the UK, go out in America in the bubble and do a ton of TV ratings. But you can't have the WBC champ go in there and do shitty TV ratings and then say he deserved 50-50 versus Anthony Joshua 30-70. But he did go on Joshua and said Joshua is not a great heavyweight. He reiterated that, said that, you know, he really didn't beat Andy Ruiz. He ran from Andy Ruiz, and that basically, you know, he beat an older Klitschko. And basically, he said AJ ain't shit. But to be honest, I kind of agree that he don't have that big highlight of a resume, but he did acknowledge that he has some good guys on the resume. But my whole thing is, I like AJ even more and more now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're looking at Wilder crying over spilled milk, blaming people. And it's been done before. George Foreman fired his coach, accused him of poisoning his water and saying the ropes were too loose in the Rumble in the Jungle with Muhammad Ali. So, you know, my whole thing is, y'all want to say Tyson Fury cheated? Prove it. You know, but then again, y'all want to say Tyson Fury draw? Prove it without Joshua and Wilder. His numbers are pedestrian and his fights are mundane. So, like I said before, is it an easy fight to fight Anthony Joshua? No fight's easy when you're dealing with a guy who found himself, who thin, who found out to drop the weights, and he athletic. But I think it's a good style for him. I'm going to reiterate this. Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in my opinion. But could things change? He fight Wilder in the third fight, and Wilder beat him. What if Wilder get beat again? And the gloves ain't floppy, or whatever situation, he beat him again. It's, you know, at the end of the day, shake his hand and say he was the better man. You know, but then again, hey, it is what it is. Just knowing your history and just getting reminded, he ain't the first fighter to go through this. He talking about, oh, you know, he was on steroids or he poisoned my water. Shit, Joe Frazier fought blind in one eye. Jesus Christ. And you never heard Joe Frazier make a fucking excuse. Imagine if Joe Frazier had two good eyes. Woo. Easily probably been the top 3 heavyweight of all time. You know, Sonny Liston bitches complain about, you know, the Phantom Punch, and you hear Muhammad Ali crying about him, you know, putting shit in his eye. He got the job done and did it again. You know, so Deontay Wilder making excuses and all this shit, man, it's been greater men that have bigger excuses to make. You know, but hey, it is what it is. And reportedly, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, y'all must have forgot. You know, Roy Jones on Lion Killer Podcast yesterday. If you missed it, check the channel out, Lion Killer Podcast. And they said it did anywhere between 1.2 to 1.5 million pay-per-views, and it wasn't the 5 million that the owner said it was tracking. So I don't know what tip he was on, but maybe he's just trying to pump it up. But yeah, it's good pay-per-view numbers for $50. Errol Spence not gonna do that with Danny. Terrence not gonna do that. Wilder ain't do that with Tyson Fury. He probably won't do it with Anthony Joshua if they would have fought in the United States. So that's a number that people say, ain't nobody doing a million pay-per-views no more. Ain't nobody doing a million pay-per-views no more. That's unobtainable. Well, Chavez and Canelo did it. Triple G and Canelo did it twice. And Mike Tyson, 54, 53 years old, and 50 or 51-year-old Roy Jones did it. Y'all must have forgot. So, at the end of the day, just show you that Terrence Crawford, no offense to him, or Errol Spence, they ain't the biggest draws y'all think they is. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, you know, they ain't the bigger draws as y'all thought they was. So, that's just the God honest truth. So, you know, they showing the way. And if Holyfield and Tyson get in there, do it again for the third time, it ain't nothing but a gangster party. It's gonna be even bigger. So people saying these dudes, it's obtained the digital era. Oh, CJ, you know it ain't fair. But then again, y'all must have forgot. Shit, they did a $1.5 million. It was only $50. Double it to $100. That's how they doing $100 a pay-per-view. You say Earl Spence did $350 versus Mikey. Still double it, you know, and put say they did $700,000. They still ain't did what Mike did and Roy did in the exhibition. 2 minute, 2 minute rounds, 8 rounds. Come on. That just shows you the sky is the limit. You know, it ain't the limit. You know, but hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think about the video. I put Pep Talk link in the description. I'll put in the description on the source link. And I put in the community tab by the time it go up. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, query, response, your video request. Got a Facebook group link. All the links in the description. You want to advertise your business on the channel, hit me up. Twitter's the fastest way. Video requests, want to chop it up. Links in the description. Want to make a donation to the channel. Cash App. Once again, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate personally. Share the video. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Let me know what you guys think about the video in the comment section. Don't forget, follow me at Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0 on YouTube, Mercy Sports Talk on YouTube. And check out my Sportscasters, all my sports live streams will be right there in Sportscaster. Click the link, create the profile, it's free. Appreciate the love, support. We gone.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my video?
No, I ain't
Right?
looking. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't
shit.
looking at him.